previous one was from my brother in Kenya, and this is from Antler Man.
All right.
Yeah, there you go.
This is really awesome being in this room with family and meeting everybody, and with Chris and Brady and Scott. I mean, it's probably been 25 years since we've been in the same room together. You know, hanging on out on the Outer Banks, running through fire pits and just getting crazy.
Just over the next hill. Just over the next hill.
Going camping, Uncle Bob and Dad saying, "Oh, it's just over the next hill." That's right, yeah. So I wrote a few things down. Jessica and Charles, Quinn Lark and I are happy to spend the weekend down south celebrating with y'all. Because I am a southern boy who married a northern lady, living up north now. Charles, over the years it has been a treat to be your cousin on all our adventures. This adventure thing just keeps coming up, doesn't it? Like the time we were throwing water balloons onto the street and a car got hit. The next day, I can't remember if it was Uncle Bob or Aunt Camilla, they found a tennis ball in their mailbox. Our adventures through hobcall and riding our bikes down to the village store to get candy. The time we got Mom's station wagon stuck in the sand at the Outer Banks. And thank you, Uncle Charles, for coming to our rescue with your shovel. I think Charles and probably Craig and myself thought we were going to get like a burnout or something, try to straight into the sand pit.
We did. We ended up in the sand.
So, I will tell you right now, I didn't speak to Charles earlier, but we both say sorry, Uncle Charles.
Waiting a long time.
May you and Jessica live happy, catch lots of fish, and jam to the music. You know that band, Widespread Panic? And lastly, I would like to raise my glass to Granddad Tom Murphy and Nana Ballard Murphy. Jessica, it is one hell of an adventure being a Murphy. Cheers. Yeah.
I had the pleasure of coming up here about a month ago, and you and Camilla and Bob and I went up to them. And I can't tell you how much I enjoyed that. But as I see you tonight, I see Granddaddy. Granddaddy was the warmest, nicest man. And he loved his wife. And I see that is happening to you. That you will love Jessica like my father loved his wife. And you know, if that happens to you, Jessica, you'll be the happiest person in the world. Because my father loved my mother so much. And I had all the Murphys here tonight. And I don't have a written speech. And I have to stand up and say.
You said enough. Thank you, Dixie.
I mean what I say.
Thank you.
And you always do.
All right. No. One more.
Charles and I have known each other since we were about 10 or 11. He's been one of my best friends, one of my very first best friends, one of the greatest guys in the world. I was one of the guys that your dad. I was trying to get some information. And I can say with
That's a ball right there.
Quite honestly, it's very hard for us to say a bad word about Charles. And I do mean that. Like, you can always say something about your friends that maybe people don't, you shouldn't share with other people. But I think it would be tough to hear someone say a bad word about Charles. There's just nothing bad about him, really. The Murphy clan, I know a lot has been said about it, but everything is true. It's the best family I've ever been a part of. I'm not a part of. Camilla,
Yes, you are.
De facto second parents, and my other sisters, Alice and Liz, and the Framptons too. Grandma's house, my entire life has been built around this family too. But I can honestly say you're marrying into one of the greatest families of all time. And, for you to be a part of it, it obviously means that you're something special too. And I don't know your family, but I'm very pleased to meet everyone. And congratulations.